Oh, what a time to be alive. The ETF has been approved. Today I'm going to go through a little bit to do with the ETF, a little bit to do with the Bitcoin halving and what is next, because we always need something to look forward to in the crypto space, and that is part of it. If there's nothing to look forward to, there's no money to be made. And after that, I'm going to go through paid network and how I made $18,000 today, and how I put it on YouTube as well. So yeah, there's no excuses. Let's get started off with the ETF. So without further ado, as you can see here, the ETF has been approved. All you need to do is go to sec.gov/news. And the language here used is a little bit boring. It's not that entertaining. It's a little bit legal, like legal schmeagle type of stuff. But all you need to know is that the ETF is officially approved and will get started trading in the next coming days. Now, this is absolutely amazing for the crypto space. You, my friend, are part of history. And if you are staying up to date with this channel, with the news, and just involved in the crypto space, then you are light years ahead of anybody else. Now, in terms of the Bitcoin price here, if we do look and start from the weekly, okay, I want to break down my plan. And my plan has been going pretty well, right? Pretty well. For those of you guys that follow this channel long term, you already know and be familiar with this chart, and you will see that the momentum is continuing. So failing to plan is planning to fail. Until a plan is, proved wrong, then hey, to me it is still 100% in fruition, or whatever they say, right? So as you can see here, week on week, we are getting closer and closer to BTC halving. The specific day you can find on bitcoinhalvingcountdown.com. But we are currently about less than 2 months away from Bitcoin halving. Now, what that means for crypto is something that you might not expect. It might mean that there is a downturn coming for Bitcoin. Now, I was kind of expecting that once the ETF was approved, that we would pump, at least to 50K or even 48K. As you can see here, there are two very key levels, which if I go to the daily, you'll be able to see it a little bit easier. But the two key levels are this 0618 level, okay, and this 50K level here, okay. Now, it does look like we're probably going to bounce up, push up towards the 50K now. But I was kind of expecting for this to happen, yesterday and yesterday's candle. And then after that, we're probably going to chop sideways for a while, okay? Or it can absolutely go insane. And this is the thing, guys. In crypto, you need to be positioned both ways. Let me get my camera here so I'm serious, right? In crypto, you need to be positioned both ways, right? So how I like to trade is very simple. I look at the possible scenarios and I think to myself, am I ready for all possible scenarios? For example, right? Scenario A, Bitcoin goes on an absolute rip, okay? We got an absolute rip. We continue trading all the way up to, $120,000, okay? What does that mean for me? Okay, so we just go off the charts, off the screen here, okay? Am I positioned accordingly? That's the question I ask myself. Am I positioned ready in case this happens for Bitcoin? Or do I still have loads of money on the sidelines, right? Am I in the right tokens? Am I prepared? Am I in the right altcoins, right? Am I in the right mid caps? Do I have a trade open, right, to take advantage of the volatility? Okay, because this might not last forever. It might just be done in a month. Okay, so am I prepared to be able to make money? Okay, that's option A. Option B, we range and we chop. Okay, so we chop into BTC halving. Now, if you do look at the chart here on the screen, okay, and we go to the weekly time frame and we look at the last BTC halving. So let's have a look at this third halving over here. Okay, now in the third halving, pre the vid, okay, pre the V, okay, I can't say it because I'll get demonetized. Okay, we was already descending. In fact, we was already going down by about 10 or 20%, and then obviously we continued all the way down over here before we went into BTC halving. And even then, we still ranged for another 77 days. Okay, so let's say let's wipe this bit out. Okay, let's say this was not the one. Okay, because of whatever situation was happening. That's 147 days of basically sideways stuff. Okay, and that could be the case for Bitcoin. Okay, it could be the case that, you know, BTC slows down for 147 days, brings us into May of the next halving, and you know, at that stage, that's when you're going to have to start looking into altcoins. Okay, this is, as you can see, it's very clear here, and I recommend, if you don't know what you are looking at right now, click the link in the description and watch the free course where I break down exactly about BTC halvings, how to buy Bitcoin, the best exchanges for Bitcoin, launch pads, everything. Okay, it's going to make you 100% caught up with everything that is going on. Okay, but as you can see here, okay, we're entering the next stage, alt season, and that is why I'm positioning myself in altcoins like Paid Network. Okay, if you don't know what Paid Network is a launch pad which launches other altcoins. So think about it. We're going into the altcoin season. There's going to be tons of new altcoins launching. You see, so many people are playing this dinosaur coin game, right? They're going through CoinMarketCap, they're looking for charts like this, and they're going, okay, if I buy something, hopefully it goes back to all-time high and I make loads of money. Yes, great, but that might not be the case. It's probably going to be new tokens which make loads of money. So how do you get access and learn about new tokens? You do that by purchasing launch pads. Now, yesterday, inside of my trading channel, which I recommend you go and check out, I made 2 purchases on Paid Network to add to my bags. I made one purchase up here for about $6,673, okay, for about 35,000 Paid Network tokens, as you can see on the 10th. And I also, on the dip, because we dipped 40% straight after that, I made another purchase, right, of $6,300, okay? Had a nice meal with my mum, took her out, treated her to some lamb chops and some snapper fish. And as you can see, straight after that, we went from 18 cents to where we are now, which is about 26 cents. And I don't think this is slowing down, right? And the reason why launch pads are not going to slow down, in my opinion, is simply because we're going to have more and more projects launch. And retail is not in this game yet, okay? You ain't seeing kids trading around with NFTs. You're not really seeing that many young people messing around with Lamborghinis. People are still doing e-commerce, Amazon FBA, all that stuff goes outside the window when crypto really starts taking off. And we're still not at BTC halving. So with all these things, I don't think this is going to slow down. It's only the whales and the experienced people that are buying tokens at Paid Network right now. You know, people like me, because I've seen this happen before. I see Paid Network go down. I don't even have to flinch. I know it's on a discount. I know people are making a mistake, and I buy it. You know, other people, it might not be the same thing. You know, I still see people struggling to make money. If you've watched me on the podcast that we do every single day at Tyrell's Talks, you'll see, right? I go through the UK news, and I know that people are struggling right now in the UK. They're struggling to pay their rent. They're struggling to pay their bills. Electric is through the roof. Salaries and wages have gone down. It's hard for people to find hours. Right now, worldwide, as an economy, we are still recovering and struggling to make spare income. I know that. So when I think about that and I think about, you know, coins, I know for a fact not many people are buying these types of tokens right now. So it gives me an advantage. If I look ahead and I'll go, okay, people will have more money soon. They'll be buying all these coins soon. It's probably going to be too expensive by that time for me to buy tokens that Paid Network. It might not go up to $5, but maybe it goes up to $1. That's still a 5x, right? Well, it's almost a 10x from where I made that purchase for $6,000. So that's crazy. But that's still, you know, 5x from this price, right? So for me personally, I love projects like Paid Network, and it allows me to get exposure to new coins that are coming out without having to sit on Twitter all day. I just buy whatever comes off on the launch pad, and you know, it's made me a lot of money last cycle. So this is something which I think will repeat again. I think Paid Network is one to watch, and I urge you to go to coinmarketcap.com, search Paid Network, and just go through it, right? Go through it. Check out the website, join their Telegram, follow them on Twitter, right? You can purchase the token if you want to purchase the token, okay? But do some due diligence and put some time into this. It is an asset for my personal portfolio to have some type of launch pads, whether it's Paid Network, whether it is, you know, other GameFi launch pads, or any type of launch pads. PokerStars is decent, but PokerStars is a lottery. I don't really like lottery. I like my allocations to be guaranteed, but some type of launch pads inside of a portfolio. So I'll leave that there, guys. Tomorrow I'm going to break down some more larger market cap altcoins, but today I just wanted to express Paid Network is the one to watch. BTC, be careful with your leverage because it's getting choppy and we might range for a while. Just make sure that you are prepared for all scenarios. And I will see you inside of the Telegram group. Link for that is also inside the description. Thank you very much, guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.